guys, Miss Mullis here. Can't believe we're starting another week of learning, and this week I'm going to be introducing our selection of the week from our reading textbook. We are going to be studying a folk tale. So I'm going to give you just a second to see if you can remember what makes a folk tale. A folk tale. So think about it. Okay, so if you were thinking about what makes a folk tale, and you thought of it's a story that's been told orally, that means just told out loud, and handed down from generation to generation to generation, you were absolutely correct. I know in my homeroom we did a little bit with folk tales around Halloween. And the folk tale that we're going to be focusing on this week is actually a folk tale written by an author who was told this story when she was a child from her grandmother. And she enjoyed it so much that she decided to turn it into an actual book. Okay, so I'm going to lead you through how to get there. So we're going to share our screen. Okay, we're going to go to that Mountain View page just like always. All right, we'll give it a minute to come up. All right, Mountain View page, where are you? Hold on just a second. Here we go. All right, so once again, just like always, we're going to log in and find the Canvas page for the week. You will log in through your student login, of course. I will go in from the teacher login. So everyone go ahead now, log into NC Ed Cloud. And find your Clever page. Okay. All right, so also over the weekend, your teacher should have started creating your page for the week. And it should be, of course, titled with the week's work, April 27th through May 1st. And right now there's only 2 icons here, but trust me, by tomorrow morning, there will be a lot more on there. But of course, to get to our selection of the week, we're going to click on our Journeys Symbaloo, which is right here as the first icon on my Canvas page. Look for it on your own homeroom's page. If it's not first, it should be there. You're going to click there. Okay. Remember, this brings us up to a whole Symbaloo dedicated to our reading series with things that we can use with different stories. If you look at the page, you will notice that if you go all the way over to the left and then all the way down there in that bottom left-hand corner, you're going to see Student Edition Book 2. Click there. Give it a minute to load. Okay, it's loaded quicker than we thought. Here is our cover. All right, now we're going to need to open our book and go to the table of contents. So remember, all you have to do is go over to this arrow here on the right-hand side. Click that arrow. Okay. And you'll see our table of contents. We are looking for lesson 24. So it's one of the last selections in the book. We're almost there. Okay, so if you'll notice, we see lesson 24 here. And the title of our folk tale is actually Half Chicken. It's a very funny folk tale that includes animal characters like you often see in folk tales. And of course, there's a lesson to be learned. Notice if you look at the title of our folk tale, Half Chicken, it tells you to turn to page 314. So to get there quickly, remember you can go right up here to the top where you see the orange line and that bright orange arrow. You can click there, type in your page. Remember, we're going to 314. Click the orange arrow. This is the quickest way to get there. And here we go. So once again, as I mentioned earlier, our author, Alma Florida, She comes from a family of storytellers. And the first time she ever heard this story, Half Chicken, was from her grandmother, who told it to her orally, and it was handed down from generations to generations. So since it was one of her favorites and she loved it so much, she decided to write a book about it so others can enjoy this folk tale. Okay, our illustrator is Kim Howard. And a few things about her, if you'll notice, she's illustrated more than 25 children's books. And when she's not illustrating, she still loves to be doing artwork with painting and making collages. And she even teaches students all over the world about art. So someone could be watching a video of her right now teaching an art lesson as you are enjoying her artwork and the illustrations of Half Chicken. So here's our title page, Half Chicken. Our essential question to be thinking about is, why are some stories told over and over again? What is it about these stories that makes people want to tell them over and over again? So as you go through the story, don't forget it is our first day with the story because it's Monday. And you can, if needed, you can click on the sound button to have it read to you orally, okay? Because for today, the only thing you have to do for Monday is read the story. And actually for a folk tale, it's a little bit longer than most, but you will go through and read the entire story of Half Chicken. Enjoy the story. Think about what makes it a folk tale, who the animal characters are, what lessons are we learning, and why you think it might have been one of the author's favorites folk tale as she was growing up. Also on the first page, you're going to notice right away that it asks us, have you ever seen a weather vane? We're moving into our unit in science on weather, so we thought we would tie that in with our folk tale of the week. So take time to enjoy the whole story. Okay, remember you just click through the pages like this. As I click through the illustrations, you might go ahead and be making some predictions of what you think might happen in this folk tale. Okay. And after you've had a chance to look at these illustrations as I'm clicking through them and make some predictions, then of course, you will start at the beginning of the folk tale, and you will, let's go back to that beginning page. You will listen to or read the text out loud. Read it carefully, because on tomorrow's lesson for Tuesday, you will reread Half Chicken. Read it very carefully this time, because as you finish reading, you will then go to AR and take the AR test for a grade on this particular folk tale that we're studying this week. And when you go to AR, let's make sure everybody can get there safely, because we had a few people that didn't take their AR test last week. So we want to make sure you do remember how to get there. Once again, remember you go back to the student page. Mountain View page, not student page. Mountain View page, student links. And the very first link, remember, right under the students directory is your AR test. Okay, and you click on to log in. Now I'm logging in as a teacher, but once you log in, remember you want to, don't worry about these messages popping up about upgrading. That just don't worry about that. Go to Accelerated Reader. Okay, and you want to take your test once you get logged on. Once you get logged on to Accelerated Reader, you can find that test two different ways. You can type in the title, Half Chicken, or you can use the AR test number, which I have already looked up for you if that's a quicker way for you. And the test number is 18315. Once you get to that test, of course, take the test carefully. Make sure you read all your answer choices and pick that best answer. because myself and all the other second grade teachers would like to see lots of hundreds showing up on our folk tale of the week. So enjoy the story. Make sure you read it carefully Monday and Tuesday, and then make sure that you take the AR test as well on Tuesday. And have a good week, guys. We look forward to working with you again. Bye-bye.